Michelle and I are on a walk and talk today. We're just touching base on how things have been going. How do you feel that your role as a ECE support professional,
I need help from my other staff too.
how you talk with staff? What has been some of the hardest part of that challenge for you? One of the reasons you've been successful in it is because you were successful before it. You have the right person in this role.
It's been a little bit of a challenge, but I really do try and make sure that I prioritize anything that teachers need.
So, a couple questions for you, Michelle. How do you feel that your role as a ECE support professional, how do you feel about it? How do you feel like it has been working?
I feel overall, I feel good. There have definitely been a lot of adjustments and changes compared to just, being a lead teacher in the classroom and now taking on, like 5+ rooms in each center. So I think it's been really great to kind of give myself also more opportunity to grow as a teacher, a leader, and just a person in general. So I've really kind of learned compared to just working in the room and, coaching like staff that way. It's been really different to see it from more of a manager position and just the way you talk to people and, the things you say and trying to really really build those relationships. But also now in this role, like I do need, I need help from my other staff too. So I think it's been great to just learn how to talk to everybody, taking on all the little roles, like helping the staff with kids, rearranging, rooms to make our staff feel more comfortable, getting more resources for our kids. So I think that's been really great to jump into that and be more hands-on with everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been an adjustment. It's been good, but there's a lot of things that go into it too. So
we were talking earlier about how you talk with staff.
Yes.
It's different as a co-teacher coming out of a classroom after 5-7 years as a co-teacher. And what's some of the challenges that you've had with that?
I think some of the challenges are really not being everybody's friend as much.
Right.
That is a huge thing because, like you said before, it was in the classroom. Hey, Shale, this and this. Oh yeah, I got you. But coming in as manager, it's more, hey, I need A, B, or C from you, or hey, let's work on A, B, and C. And it's an interesting line to cross sometimes because you want to have the friendship, but at the same time, I mean, when I need you to do something, we need to work together.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you have to be able to learn how to establish those boundaries. And, you've worked with a lot of co-teachers over the years, right?
Oh, yeah.
And certainly some relationships are like pretty super professional and, but then there's others where, hey, it's Friday night, you're going out with the girls.
Exactly.
Right? You have those.
Yeah.
So what has been some of the hardest part of that challenge for you?
I think definitely having to put my foot down in certain aspects before where we were co-teachers and like, oh, hey, well, you can, do that later, blah, blah, blah. But now stepping out of that, it's no, seriously, I really need you to do this. Or I'll get like a laugh and I'll like look at him seriously, be like, oh, okay. So it's been, like you said, really trying, and not just me, but everybody else understanding that, hey, I am in this role. I do have, these responsibilities and certain things, and I need from you too. So that back and forth. But yeah, it's challenging. It's hard to, look at your work bestie and be like, hey, no, I really need you to get up and start doing this now. But I feel like because people know me, I don't just go in expecting, respect or things from everybody. I do try and earn that. And I think that has helped me, transition to this because I give respect and I'm also able, to earn it from everybody. So
Yep, that's huge. And I think that, when selecting the person for this role, and that's true of any administrative role, I think one of the reasons you've been successful in it is because you were successful before it. And we felt confidence in your ability to communicate. And
Right.
that doesn't mean that you didn't screw up some stuff in the past, that
Yeah.
you didn't upset some staff, that you didn't roll your eyes
Oh, yeah.
when Nancy and I came in and said, no, Shale, actually, we need it done now. And we walked out, and I'm sure you rolled your eyes a few times. I mean, okay, yeah, just give us the shoulder. But, I mean, I think that, yeah, making sure you have the right person in this role. Yeah, is so important. How do you prioritize your time? Because the purpose of this was to really support children, teachers, families. We have the side hustle is supporting administration,
Right.
but making sure that you're prioritizing children, teachers, and parents. How do you feel about that prioritization of time?
I feel like I'm pretty confident in. I think before it was a little overwhelming, just trying to spread myself as far as like in the classroom and try and learn the office duties and all this back and forth. And now that I feel like I have more of a grasp on the office duties, I'm able to, kind of prioritize things that I can either put down here or put up here, and then I can slip in more time for the teachers, for the child support. 'Cause like you said, I mean, this is the main reason, one of the main reasons I'm in this role. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, but I really do try and make sure that I prioritize anything that teachers need or anything that their kids need. So even if I'm super busy, I feel like I could A, B, and C can go here, I can take care of this class here, and then I can pop back in and do the rest of my stuff. So it's been a work in progress, but I really try and make sure that our staff, kids, families are really my top priority.
Yeah. What's been the hardest thing? Hardest or one of the hard challenges that you've dealt with?
The hardest thing as a whole is honestly just learning all the smaller office duties, because there are a lot of things that go into it. With payroll, CCAP, we have our new UPK, we have schedules, we have filing. So there are a lot of little things that go into it, and it was really hard for me to step out of my classroom where I know I have just so many tasks I can do to the office where I have these tasks, but now you're adding this, you're adding this, now this is pushed aside. So really trying to manage, again, I think prioritizing my tasks has been the biggest thing that I've learned to do that kind of helps me.
Yeah, and I think of Kim and I talk about trying to groom directors and help directors be uber successful, right? And but I truly believe that one person can't do it all.
No.
That one person, I think there's enough time in the day, because there's 24 hours in the day, and I only sleep for 4 or 5, so there's plenty of time in the day. But I mean, we're all good at different things, and we're all different creatures, and we have different passions, and there's different things about our work that we love and things that we don't love. And for someone like you that is a classroom first individual, the administrative stuff seems a little bit daunting maybe, or
Sometimes
like overwhelming at times and
bit.
tedious,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
And so, recognizing that and making sure, like if you're a director or an owner, that you're not trying to put a square peg in a round hole, right? I need to recognize the shape of you, of your interests, your skill set, and then push that a little bit to things that you're capable of, just maybe not comfortable of, and then figuring out how that complements the rest of our admin team and the center. So, so we'll continue to do that. So, hey, thanks for walking with me. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll continue to share ideas, kind of a behind the scenes approach as we reflect on our early childhood education support professional position and grant. So thanks for following along.